Hello, welcome back to theater arts class. Last class, we were able to look into the technical aspect of theater and films. And today, we will continue by looking at theater management and marketing. See, we are moving to the aspect where you can actually decide to market and to manage whatsoever you have to uh, produce. And the theater management and marketing is very, very important. Theater management and marketing are essential to the success of any production. While actors and directors shape the stage, behind the scene work ensures organization, funding, and promotion. This includes the likes of planning, the budgeting aspects, the logistic and sponsorship, the audience engagement. So we will be looking at this, looking at the role of producers and production managers in ensuring proper theater management, and also we'll be looking at how to draft budgets and schedule, develop publicity strategy, and explore funding through grants and sponsorship. I made a budget sample in your notes, and you can see it as an appendix at the very end of the notes for this class. Um, producing in theater. When we talk about producing, it is the backbone of any theatrical production involving the overall coordination and supervision of a show through conception to final performance. So it takes from that of from the conception of a show. You supervise the conception of a show to the final performance, and the role of a producer in this um, is multifaceted, and it spans from leadership to securing rights, assembling teams, raising funds, setting schedules, and managing production. So the producer leads the production. He also secure rights, assemble teams, raise funds, set schedules, and more in order to ensure financial and operational viability. And producers can be divided, can be individual, theater company, or organization. So when we talk about producer, you don't just look at just one person. Sometimes it can be just one person sometimes, but there can also be theater company and or organization. So in large scale production, multiple producers may share responsibility, just like we have. You see some films that they have executive producer, some associate producer, and line producers, each focusing on different aspects of production process. Um, Looking at the budgeting, which is very, very important when we talk about theater, because when you have to talk about theater without looking into the financial aspect, it's just like you are just making the theory without ensuring that you follow up with the practical aspect. So it can be successful. So budgeting is one of the key responsibility that is necessary within producing, that involves detailed planning of all expected expenses and income. So budgeting in theater is the detailed planning of how the financial resources of a production will be evenly allocated. And what do you have to understand about this budgeting? Budgeting can be divided into two, and this is the expenses and income. When we talk about the income, we talk about the sources like tickets, sales, the grants and sponsorship. We talk about merchandise and concession, the donations. This ensures the production stay financially balanced and accountable. And when we talk about the expenses include costs relating to personnel, the personnel cost, the rehearsal and performance cost, the space or venue cost, costs related to design and production, marketing and publicity, the administrative and contingency costs. These are the categories of budgeting. And to create a budget, there are steps that you need to follow. I have 4 here. The first one is list all needs that you need in the production. The second is to estimate the cost of each of these needs, turn it into cost, have it as a cost. Let every of the needs have their cost equivalent. And the next is to identify revenue source. How do you intend to get every of the money needed in order to deal with this cost? And lastly is to revise or review the budget collaboratively to create a realistic financial plan. Um, One other aspect in production in theater art is the grant writing and sponsorship. So, and what are the key components of grants? We have the cover letter, we have the executive summary, the statement of needs, the project description, we have the budget, evaluation plan, organizational background, and the various attachments like letter of support, the past reviews, resume of key personnels or legal documentations. And we also have types of sponsorship. We have the corporate and in-kind sponsorship. We have media sponsorship, naming rights, developing proposal, and maintaining relationship. So these are the types of sponsorship. Um, One other aspect, very, very important, is the publicity and promotion in theater. So for you to be able to ensure a proper management and also the marketing aspect is duly done, yeah, we talk about the publicity and promotion uh, aspect of it. The publicity, when we talk about publicity, these are earned media coverage like press release, the interviews, reviews, and social media shares that generate views, but they are not without, you don't have to pay for their ads. The promotion are paid campaigns, including posters, digital ads, email, marketing, and partnership, which boosts ticket sales and audience engagement. The last is the campaign planning, and this identify target audience, set timelines, allocate budgets, and measure impact to create consistent professional marketing material. We have the ticketing system and strategies. When we talk about ticketing is like a central pillar in theater's operational and strategic success. And it involves system and strategies for managing admission, the audience engagement. It's actually ticketing involves system and strategies for managing admission. When we about the audience engagement, it's focused on the building lasting relationship with viewers before, during, and after the performance. So, what are the key elements of ticketing? We have the box office operation, we have the pricing model, and we have the mobile and e-tickets. The box office operation is the transition from physical to online platform from 24/7 tickets sales and instant payment processing. The next, the pricing model and discount packages are multiple ticket tiers and discounts accommodates diverse audience and encourage early or bulk purchase. And for mobile and e-ticketing, it's the digital ticket and QR codes, simply entry and promote sustainability, to simplify entry and promote sustainability. What are the audience engagement techniques? Just like I said, audience engagement refers to the proactive efforts a theater makes to connect with patron emotionally, intellectually, and socially. So what are these techniques that are used in audience engagement? We have the pre-show communication, which welcomes mail, email, behind the scene preview, the Cast introduction prepares audience for immersive experience. Interactive program, which is another technique, the digital or printed program with notes and discussion prompts add uh, educational value. And the last one is the post-show engagement, that is, which talks about the question and answer session, and the social media interaction, surveys, and loyalty program, which deepens connection and encourage return visits. What are the building diverse and loyal audiences? What are the necessary things needed in building diverse and loyal audiences? For a thriving theater, there should be an intentional move to create or cultivate diverse and inclusive audience. And this should include removing barriers like ramps, captioning, and sensory friendly that shows widen audience reach. Another is community partnership, and that is the collaboration with schools and cultural groups attract on um, underrepresented audience. We also have the technological integration, software like CRM, AR Hub, and live streaming expand engagement and accessibility. And the last one is the personalized engagement, which is using data to tailor invitations and offer builds trust and familiarity. In conclusion, we've been able to look at the role of management, and also we've been able to look at marketing techniques, which talks about publicity, promotion, in ensuring that we actually have a better um, production um, process. So the theater management and marketing are the unsung hero behind every successful production. And you need to master these skills so as to bridge the stage and audience, fostering community, um, loyalty, and enduring magic of theater. So whether producing or promoting, these tools empowers meaningful contribution to the vibrant world of theater arts. And this is what we have for today. Next class, we'll be looking into career development in theater arts. Career development in theater arts.